This is the Irontrader. Now the pit's closed here at 2:30. That was about 10 minutes ago. So we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. Now don't forget the API report will be out on crude oil today at 4:30. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted. This video is for informational purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell a stock commodity ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have crude oil daily and your weekly chart. Now, nothing's really has changed from midday trading. The high is still at 83.12, okay? But we have a nice green candle, and we're making a nice series of higher highs and higher lows. That's always good. The thing I don't like is, see where we have, I like the 8 SMA going on up here, the 21-day and the 200-day. That's all good. But now we're getting a little bit far from those SMAs here. And if you look at this, any kind of a chart here, once it starts rolling up and it gets past that, it wants to come back down. Okay, even when it goes down, it wants to come back. It wants it like a magnet right to that 8 SMA here. Okay, so just gonna be a little bit of a careful now. Again, it could rally up here a little bit higher, but again, your key level here, 83.12 was the high today. This is what we're looking for at 83.33. Okay, that's going to be very, very crucial. So we have to see what happens. If it gets there, is it going to blast through? Is it going to even get there? Or is it just going to hit there and then reject it? Now, again, if it goes higher than that, then we have this nice candle stick right here. You're looking at 83.60, which is just right back above. Now, again, if it can get above all that here, then we just take the price channels go right across. So this is going to be your levels here coming right across here. That's at 85.90. This is going to be your next target. And then right above that here, we have your next target, going to be 89.85. And then we'll come over to the top of here, 92.43, and then 95.03. So just basically take these price channels, go right across, okay? So there's your 83.60, come right across here. There's your 85.90, and then we come right across here. You have your 89.85, and then you have your 92.43, and then your retest at 95.03. So this is why I always like using these blue lines are just price channels. So it gives you nice good support here on the way down, and it gives you nice good resistance points here now on the way up here. That's what we want to look for. But again, it's all going to be based on this 100-day right here at 83.33. If you can get and close above, okay? If you can, then we can just follow all the candles right on up here. There's that 85.30 here, and then we have your 87.83, 88.29, and then we have your 89.85. That's what we're looking for, and that'd be the candle right there is what we're going to be looking for on the big side. And then we can just follow all the way up here until you get a retest, that 95.03. But this 100-day, very, 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 very key. Now, what I do like about this is, see your 8-day, it crossed above your 21, and now she's above the 50 SMA. So this is sitting at 78.16. Your 50 days at 77.91. That's very, very bullish when you can see that. Now, if this pulls back even all the way down here, that's not going to be no big deal because, see, look at how nice it's holding all the way on up here on the weekly. So we got to see how it's going to all shake out here by Friday. RSI looks good. MACD, very, very bullish. Momentum going to the upside. Very, very nice. Okay. MACD here on your daily chart. Green above your red. Very, very nice. Shows good bullish momentum. And now we're sitting here about 68 here on your RSI. Now we're looking for that 70 level here. So we got to see how that's going to shake out when this gets up to that 70 level. Now there's no divergences. There's no nothing. It's just a really nice pattern going on the upside. Okay. So what you want to watch here when the futures open here today at 6 p.m. or tomorrow morning is you want to watch today's high. Okay, so that's 83.12. You want to watch that low at 81.81, and then the close is at 82.77. Okay, so this is what we want to watch. Now, again, if that's lost, then we come over here to the top of this candle here. Okay, so you're looking at this high is 81.62. So just look at all these candles here on the breakouts. This one here, it was 81.62, and then we want to watch this is that 80.85 level, okay? And then you can just take the candles down. You have 80.67 here. You have 80.41, and then we have this key 8 SMA here at 80.09, and then you have your 21-day, and then we have your 200-day sitting right there here at what do we got there? Yeah, 78.28. Okay, so you have a lot of really good support here, but if you're just getting a little bit farther away here, I think she'll reel in here just eventually at time. Now, again, I don't have no opinion. I'm still long UCO. I got actually 12,000 shares of UCO going here. So this is ever since we have this breakout, okay, going all the way up. Now, again, I also own USO all the way from down this level here, okay, because this is how I always look at this is the seasonality play, okay? So when you get to this area here and you look after the first of the year, that's really the time that you want to start buying to go long into summer driving. So I just take that UCO, that's a USO, I mean, that is like a one-to-one on a crude oil here. And the UCO is a great scalper because that gives you a little bit 2 times leverage, which is also good. So I have a long trade, and then I have a scalp long trade. And then I also use SCO, which is the short that, we had going on all the way on through here. Okay, so always remember the seasonality. Now, again, if you haven't seen the seasonality chart, just go to my playlist, click on seasonality. They're like over a 20-year period, so they're not going to change. Just click onto the playlist there, and you can see all the seasonality charts, okay? So, again, what we want to do is just watch tomorrow or today at the futures open is today's high at 81.82. I mean, the high of 83.12 and the low of 81.81. That's going to be key. We want to watch the top of this candle. That's at 82.50, but this is going to be crucial if it sells down. Okay, let me bigger up a little bit, make it a little clear. This is going to be crucial here, this candle. Okay, that's 81.62 because see where that price channel comes across? This is where you made the high. Price channel come across on you're outside the price channel. So this is what you want to watch on the downside, 81.62, and this key level here, 80.85, because that was the breakout. Okay, and then we can just follow these candles all the way down here. But realistically, you have that 80.56. We have that 80.49. That's going to be your support levels here. But this key level is going to be that 8 SMA here at 80.09, 78.99, and then 78.28, your 200 SMA here. Okay, so this is what you always want to watch is these key levels here if this happens to pull back. On the upside, right here, just watch this. 83, 33, big if, you can take that out, okay? Then we're going to be looking here to the next candle, which is that 83.60 level, okay? And then we can just ratchet all the way on up here. But I've always found out it's easier just take one level at a time. So if it gets to this level here, we'll see it happens. Is it going to reject it or come down? If it goes higher, then we can go to the next level, and we do the same all the way on up. Just level to level. Basically, you're trading support, selling resistance, or if you're short, you're buying resistance and you're selling it on the support side. Okay. All right. Let's take a look here and see what's going on with natural gas. Okay. Natural gas here. We didn't have much of a range today. I did scalp the UNG. That was good. I probably could have gotten to the KOLD, but I didn't really feel it. Okay. I didn't really feel that KOLD. So basically what we want to watch here today here, we had a high of 1.70 and 1.769 and a low of 1.70. So we had a very, very tight range. But you notice though, what we did have is yesterday's high is 1.76. Today was 1.769. So we had a little bit higher high and a higher low. And you can see how the candles are tightening up here. But what I like about this is see how that 21-day now is starting to round up. Eventually here, if this price could get above, this 8-day will curl up. Just like see how that 8-day curled down? It can do the same thing, curling right back up and push the price right on up here. So this is actually looking pretty good. Let's just take a look here at the downside first, because now we're above that key 8 SMA. So you're kind of like a pinball action between the 8 here and your 21 SMA here. But this is what you want to watch for support, that 1.72. 6 level here. And then we can come to the low of today, which was 1.70. And then we have the low of yesterday, 1.68. And then we can look at basically this 1.64 level, which stretches from the top of that candle. Okay. So that's really what your key support level is. And then if that's lost, we know where we're going to go. Bottom of the candle, bottom of the candle, bottom of the candle, retest. Okay. But right now, this is looking pretty good. If we can just get a bounce up here, the key is you got to get in close above this 1.772 and this 8 SMA 1.774. If you can see, then we can go to the top of that candle. There's that 1.84. We have 1.918, and then we have your 2.0 sitting right there. And then we can rally all the way up here, on the way up. However, you got to get above and close above that 1.774. But right now, this here is looking not too bad. I should say not too bad. So if we can get a jump and it close above there, then we got a good shot right at that 2.0, and that would take UNG and Boyle, up there pretty nicely. But again, slowly, if you can get above, then we just follow the candles. Okay, 1.82, 1.84, 1.87, 1.88, 1.91, 1.95. Got these memorized here, and then you have 1.98, and then we have that 2.0. That is our target. Above that, you have a nice target at 210, and then we have your gap at 2.16. So you got a lot of nice targets. The question is just this 21-day and this 8 SMA. Now, I know this is getting a little bit long in the tooth for everybody listening to this, but there just isn't anything else I can tell you here. It just, until you get above that 20-day, it just is clear as a bell that it just can't get it right now. But if you can get above and close above, then you're in good shape. Now, you can't have a spike where it's going to spike above and then come down. That's what you don't want. See, like this candle here? See how it spiked above that 8 SMA right into the 21-day and then pulled down, and then what happened? She went all the way down. That's not good. You have to have a firm close above, then our nice target up here at 2.0 and 2.10. Okay, so right now, just scalp it. Okay, that's all I'm doing. UNG, if it gets above here, this 21-day, then I might jump into Boyle. That's got a little bit more juice to it. But again, like UNG here is still up over 2% today. Boyle's up over about 4.5% today. So there are trades here. It just doesn't look like much because you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 basically days below this 21-day, and that can get pretty annoying. Believe me, I know it. I'm there. Okay, let's take a look here at an hourly and a 4-hour. Okay, here's your hourly chart. Now, realistically here, this really looks a lot better, I should say. Okay, see, we had this downtrending situation. Now it looks like we have this higher low situation, and we have at least a sideways action. Okay, so if you can break out above this, that's going to be the key. If a break out above this, that 1.769, basically 1.77, then she can rip really, a lot higher. Okay, but see where we have this action here, see that 200-day, how strong that is? It just, you spiked above, but you can't get above. And then look at this candle here, see? Right into it. So you know where it's going. That's the key. It's just like crude oil. I know where it's going to go. I told you weeks ago that if you break through this, you're going to that 100-day, on the weekly chart at 83, 33. That's where you're going, okay? And that's where we're headed right now. So this is, if you know in advance, that way you can take your trades and take that, and that's how you're going to make the money. But you got to clear this basically 1.77, and then you can just rip higher. Now here on your 4-hour chart here, you can see the same thing. It's just sideways, step down, and then a nice sideways action going on here. But again, see that 50-day? See how that stops it right in its tracks? Okay, now you got out to that 1.77 area, with the spikes, you see? But see, this is why you want to trade the chart. So you got to get above that. That way you can get to that 100 and 200-day, and then we can follow the levels all the way on up here. But if you can't, then it's going to be sideways basically to down. That's what you got to do. So watch here, this 1.74 level here. That is always very, very key. You're sitting right at it right now. And then we want to look at that price channel at 1.77. If you can get above, then you can start rolling here. At least try to get to that 200-day at basically 1.80. And then if you can ratchet, then we can just start ratcheting right on up here. See, bring the price channel across nicely, 1.82. Bring it right across. Okay, 1.84, and then bring it right across. See, 1.95. Then you have 1.98, and then this is the bad boy we're looking for. That's that 2.0. Okay, that's what we're looking for. But you got to be able to get above the price channel, the 50-day, and that 200-day. Once you do that, then we know exactly where we can rip there to the upside. So remember, don't have any opinion on anything. You just got to trade it. Now, there wasn't that much into UNG today, but, again, I didn't need that much. I'm trading the 5,000 shares. You don't need them. Same way with, now UCO, I've been holding that here for a while, and I'm also scalping it. But now today I did 12,000 shares on the UCO. So it was actually a very, very good trade that I've been holding. Okay. So, I'm going to see where it's going to open up here tonight. If you see on crude oil that 83.33, if you can break above, then I'll add to the position. I'll go maybe say 15, 18,000 shares. I'll add to the position. But if you can't, then I'll dump them shares and then maybe even like a short all the way down. So we got to see. So never have an opinion. Just trade what you see, not what you want. Okay, that's what I got for you today. I'll be back tomorrow morning before 8 o'clock, and we're going to do this all over again. All right, thanks for watching.